Hey, so Fox Robin Hood, the movie we actually just watched because we're a couple videos behind.
So talk about a movie that I had low expectations coming in.
Got
Talk about a movie with low expectations, because like I remember people saying, yeah, like this is like one of the worst Disney movies. And it's like I just never remembered like the few times I watched it ever really liking it. And then I'm watching this movie and I'm like, dude, this movie's hilarious. It's actually really good. Like, it's no masterpiece, it's no amazing movie, but fuck, it's like a solid B tier, maybe even an A tier. I could be convinced to make it an A tier because of just how funny it is. So it's like, okay, it's Robin Hood, you know, you gotta steal from the rich to give to the poor. You got the Sheriff of Nottingham, you have that scoundrel Prince John. Mommy! And it's just so funny. The timing on like the slapstick and the comedic time, it's just fucking.
Did you dodge?
You stay right there.
Oh, but side.
The fucking snake, who oddly enough has fur on it because I just noticed.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it's like Prince John steals the show.
Yes,
because
he's
of just
the best
how
thing in the movie.
Pathetic he is. And it's like, despite the fact that he's so pathetic, he still has some legitimately really good plans. Like, yeah, I'm going to do the archery tournament, and the best one's going to be Robin Hood, because he can't resist. You know, or we're going to hang the friar, you know.
Knowing that Robin is going to come save him, and we'll have ourselves a double hanging.
Yeah, it's like, you know, for how pathetic he is, he actually has some pretty good... You alright?
I just remembered something from Ren and Stimpy. The Lord loves a hanging, that's why he gave us an axe.
Oh no. Oh god. But now, this movie isn't perfect. I feel like the songs are really forgettable.
Mm-hmm.
Like what few there are. And the plot doesn't really have much of a progression. It's like, if I didn't know that the jailbreak was the finale, I would have been like, oh, I guess the movie's over. Because it didn't super feel like it until like the very, very end.
Yeah. Even the way everything gets resolved, they're like, oh, and then King Richard came back, and so we won.
Right.
Yay!
But the sheriff is great because of just how mean-spirited he is, where he's just like, oh, like Robin Hood dressed as a beggar is like,
that's the funniest scene in the movie.
And the sheriff's like, oh, here you go, sonny, and he
Other cheek?
No, it flew away.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, here's a farthing for you. Pulls the farthing in, and then he like
throws
it
so hard that two bounce out, and he catches them, and I was rolling. That was so funny.
When he got to the cripples guy, he's like, let me get your...
Yeah, he just starts... when they're at the child's birthday party, and he gets like one little farthing, and he sings him happy birthday, and it's like, I'm gonna give you a lesson, son. This is my birthday gift to you. Taxes.
Once a family that stays together pays together.
And Prince John wishes you a happy birthday.
It's so funny.
The freaking sheriff, man, and the John.
Like, Sheriff and John are what make this movie, because it's like the other characters are fine. I like Robin Hood because, you know, he is that really lovable, roguish type where he's just teeming with confidence. He's like, oh yeah, I know this is batshit crazy, but it's gonna work because I'm motherfucking Robin Hood. You got Big John, who's basically Baloo in a hat, which is...
And I like Baloo.
The other tertiary characters are there, they're fine. Like, the Friar doesn't get a whole lot of...
No, he's beating the crap out of the sheriff! I'll give your taxes, you scumbag!
Get out of my church! Fucking bounces him out. But yeah, it is just the sheriff and Prince John who really make this movie because of just how funny they are. It's just like Pinocchio's like, oh, mommy, I've got a dirty thigh. You alright?
Yes, because that scene was so funny. It's just actually what he says. He's like, oh no, it's all muddy. I can't suck on this.
And just every time he does it, everyone's just like that reaction, like near the end when he's like sleeping and he's sucking on his thumb, and the snake wakes up. And he's like, I work for this asshole.
Yeah, he's like, this is the guy running the country.
Oh God.
What have I been doing with my life?
And Hiss is pretty funny too. You know, like Sir Hiss has some moments.
You sniveling serpent! You cowardly cobra! I don't remember what you said.
You eel in snake skin!
That was so good! I loved that one! But he's a something python at some point. I love the alliteration.
You pernicious python!
That was a pernicious. What a word.
Oh, I love that word. But yeah, it's just a legitimately entertaining time. Now, it's not like a masterpiece or a classic, but it's an A-tier movie for sure because of just how entertaining
I think for me it's a B tier. I feel like its problems and just kind of... I feel like the movie is either really funny or just kind of nothing's happening. And I feel like those like lulls in the movie do bring it down, but it is really funny.
And of course we have to make mention the grandmother of all furries, Maid Marian, and Robin Hood. Because it's like, yeah, like, when you think of like that fandom, like, a few people come to mind. Like, a few characters come to mind, and one of them is Maid Marian. I'm trying to think of the other ones. I think it's like...
Renamon
and like Sally Acorn or something. Like, because...
Just Sonic in general.
Basically, it's just like the things kids grew up with that fucked them up for life in ways that Disney or whatever company probably didn't intend. They're like, we didn't mean for this to happen. But yeah, it was a solid movie. And next is
Winnie the Pooh. And I know you were so excited for this one.
Like, you want to talk about a movie that I fucking adore? This movie is like, because there's this anime called Yuru Camp, which watching it is like, Winnie the Pooh is the same as Yuru Camp, and that watching it is
Can you see the Yuru Camp poster at this angle? No, you can't. But it's up there.
But it's like you're just cuddled up in a blanket with a warm cup of chocolate. You're just sitting by like the fire on a cold, snowy day, and it's just that level of comfort, that just feeling of contentment. That's what Winnie the Pooh is to me. And I'm so excited to watch this movie. I know it's going to be a good night whenever we do it. Might be tomorrow.
Have you seen the new one? The one that came out in like 2011?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
I haven't seen it.
I think it has its moments.
It's one I'm actually like really looking forward to.
It definitely has its moments, but this is my favorite. And this is one of my favorite movies of Disney.
More than the Search for Christopher Robin. You know, the braver than you seem, smarter than you think, and
I think that movie's good. I think the movie's good, but it nothing holds a candle to the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll get to that next time.